Okay. Are you going over there? That's great. You can go over there. It's all right. I'm going to just do a little bit more of this thing. Not a lot, not too much more, because maybe enough for half an hour. And then I gotta do other stuff. So let me see how bright this is. Let me see if I put my brightness up. Oh, there you go. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my hair and everything. It's so cold. It's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know why it's so cold, but it's cold. So let me see. I need to take out a couple more of these. Like, they're like little, I don't even know what you want to call them. Like rhinestones, but they're bigger rhinestones. They're different colors. So I'm just going to take a few out. This is one. Oh, shit. Wait. Two. Wait. Different color. Three. Four. Five. 6. 7, 8. All right. I love these little things. Like, they're bigger rhinestones, but they come in so many different cute colors. And I'm obsessed, especially with this like little pen thing. I need to get another one of these. Hey, Heart, how are you? How you doing? So all I'm going to do, I know, right? All I'm going to do is stick them on this, like every other 4 rhinestones all the way around. So I've already got like most of this done. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know what side I started on. How are you doing today anyway? Let me try this side. Thank you for the likes. How's your day been? Let me see if I can not use too much of this glue, because I really can't be bothered, but it dries so fast that I have to like be Superman, and that is not feasible in the real world, you know, like to be like, oh, I gotta rush and get it on there before it dries, which will be ridiculous. Oh, it was great. That's great. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, went back to sleep, woke up at 10, and then was like, you know what? I need to do something. But in like, because I live in Belgium and it's like cold. It's like really cold now. even in the apartment. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. It's all good. What homework do you have to do? What we talking homework? Like middle school, high school? I remember doing homework, but that was like years ago. Middle school, okay. I remember doing homework, but that was like a long, long time ago. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands, maar niet helemaal vlot. Dus Engels is gemakkelijker voor mij om te spreken. No, sometimes I've been in Belgium for almost 6 years, and people say, "Oh, you should be able to speak it already." And I'm like, I wasn't born here, and my brain doesn't work like a 5-year-old that learns very quickly. You know, like I moved here when I was older, so it's a lot harder to learn a language when you're older. What the fuck is this? Than when you're younger. You know, like when you're younger, even if you're 15, 16, whatever it is, you still can learn it. But when you're like, 40 something, it'll take a lot longer to learn. And, I mean, I can understand, I can speak a little bit, but it's like most of the time I panic and go back into English because it's just easier. And I know that I shouldn't, but that's just, I don't want to, like, I've had people literally stare at me when I've said something and they haven't got a clue what I've said. And then I'm like, never mind. And I kind of walk away. I think there was one person when I was on a singing app and she was from the Netherlands. Oh yeah, I'm trying to learn French as well because I live on the Dutch side of Belgium right now, but I want to learn French so that if I do go to Brussels or even find a job in Brussels later on, then I can speak French. I know they speak English over there as well, but it would be nice to be able to speak French. So I have a friend that lives in France as well, and I might be able to then go there and practice. But it's a lot harder as you get older, because I live 2.5 hours from Antwerp, and my aunt, obviously my boyfriend speaks English and Flemish. His sister speaks English, Flemish. His dad and his his dad and his aunt, they can speak English, but it's not fluent per se. It's kind of like they will speak it, but they get words wrong, and then they go back to Flemish, and it's like, okay. And then when I'm in their house, like when I'm in his aunt's house, I'm not allowed to speak English. So that kind of like puts a stress on me, because I'm like, oh shit, now I have to really think of how to say words and how to say sentences. And even though they understand me, if I know that I've made a mistake, I know that I've made a mistake, and I'm like, are they like laughing at me? Are they saying, oh, you should know how to say that, or you should say it this way? But this is why I always go back to English, and it's just it's like a safer language, I guess. Like if you already know how to speak English, then it's just easier for that person, especially if I don't understand something. So say my partner will say something and he says something in Dutch, says something in Flemish, and I'm staring at him and I'm like, what? And then like I'm trying to work out what he said, he's still going, and because of dialect, it makes it worse, because he has a Nordic, like a Kempen dialect. So it's like, between Kempen and Antwerp, and I'm sitting there going, what are you saying? And I said, English, please, because I haven't got a clue. Like, he's asking me to do something, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. But I've been here almost 6 years, and there are people saying, why can you not understand him? You've been here 6 years. But I struggle with languages, and that's just me. That's just how I am, you know? I've never been able to learn stuff quickly unless it was art or music. And you know, if it's languages or anything that I struggle with, then it takes a lot longer. Vlaams-Brabant. Oh, okay. Yeah, there are sometimes I like, hey, look at these. Sometimes, you know, it's just hard to understand, especially when this aunt is from Antwerp, and I'm just like, what? How are you, Lucas? How are you doing? Ooh, there's one more. I can stick one more in there. What homework do you have, Heart? How are you doing, Lucrece? Good? That's good. What are you up to today? Anything fun? Tomorrow you have a presentation on what? Ah, over een book. Okay. Welke book? I don't read books that much. And I think that I only had to do one presentation for my school when I moved to Belgium. A thriller book called No Way Out. Oh, nice. That sounds cool. I don't know if I could, like, what do you have to do? Just, like, say about it, or just tell people about it, or something like that? Just, like, what the book's about? I wouldn't know how to make a present. How would you make a presentation over a book? All right, I'm getting there. It's getting closer. Although I almost stuck this to my hand, that would not have been fun. Hey, welcome back. Did you just come? Did you leave and come back or something? Because that was weird. I have to make a what phone? A Kina phone, and it's. Oh no, you're fine. I have to make a Kina phone, and it as. Oh, a kind of phone. Oh, okay. Speakbriefje. Wat betekent speakbriefje? Like a speaking notes? I mean, that's how I would like translate it. Like, you would just take notes and then speak the notes. I know what you mean, but I just don't know what you mean, if that makes sense. It's very difficult. I need to turn a freaking light on. Hold on. I wouldn't be doing that. You know, like, the thing is, like, why would you want to cheat on a test? Like, the point is, in going to school is to learn, right? And if we don't learn, then we're not going to know. No, I know we have, you know, everyone has to make it, but we have to learn. And in order to learn, that doesn't mean we have to cheat. Because it doesn't teach you anything. You know what I mean? Like, say, for example, somebody did like an essay or whatever it is, and they cheated the essay, and they were like, okay, well, I'm going to get the AI, I'm going to get whatever to write this essay, blah, 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 blah. And then they're asked afterwards, oh, okay, so tell me about your essay, or tell me about this, that, and the other, or they're given a job later on based on what they've just written, and they don't know because they haven't learned from this thing. They've just literally just got something else to do it for them, or someone else to do it for them, or whatever. And then it's like, well, what's the point? You're not learning anything. So like, you might as well just stay at home and do nothing instead of being at school. No, I know, I'm not saying you do, but like, I'm just saying cheating in general should not be allowed. That's why stuff like, I use ChatGPT, I use the AI stuff, but only for like translation, or for if I need to know a specific thing. Like if I don't know a word in Dutch, for example, I will ask, what does that mean in Flemish, you know, or what does that mean in whatever. And then it will give me a like more realistic translation than like Google Translate. I use it to explain it. Yeah. But like I would, if say for example something doesn't make any sense, or I would ask it to explain it in a different way, or in an easier way that I can understand it. So then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what that means. But I only used it at school to be like, we were allowed to use it in the sense of, if you didn't know a sentence or you didn't know what a word meant, you could write what that word means in this sentence, and then they would give you the concept of the sentence and the word, because there are a lot of Dutch words that mean different things in different contexts, but they're spelt the same, you know, like, so, or they're spelt slightly differently, and you have to use the right word in the right context, otherwise it makes no sense. So then I'm like, oh, I can read half a sentence, and then I get to a word that I don't know, and I'm looking at this word going, what does that mean? And then I will ask it, you know. There are a lot of people that do, you know, there are a lot of people in this world that do, unfortunately. You know, as I said, I never used it for that advantage. I would only use it for questions, and, you know, like to ask it questions like, oh, like, what does this mean, or what does this word mean? But when you would have, then I would have the concept of the actual thing, and I would write my own, you know, my own answer to that question. But that, you know, like obviously with, you know, AI and stuff out now, they're making it very difficult and making it easier for people to cheat. In your class, 15, only 3 of that. Like, what are the nationalities of the others? I'm gonna turn the light on in a minute. It's getting really dark, and I cannot see shit. So it's so dark in here. Did I put a lid on? I did. Oh, Armenia. Okay. See, when I went to school, because I had to go to, because I had to go to not as like an adult school. They would say like whenever you have like foreigners that come over from another country, then they have to go to a school to learn either French or Dutch. And it doesn't matter like where you are. Obviously, like, you know, if you're in the French part of Belgium, you would learn French, and if you're like in the Dutch part, you'd learn Dutch. You're with 26 students, 15 boys. So the rest are girls then. So there's another like 13 or something. 6, 7, 8, 9, 21, 22, 12. Another 12. No, you're fine. So how old are you guys, if you're still at school, if you don't mind me asking? It's been a long time since I was at school. Oh, you're 12 and you're 11? That's crazy. I remember being that age once. Like a long, long time ago. But when I was that age, we didn't have like the internet. We didn't have, smartphones and all that kind of stuff. We didn't have AI and things that you could just do those things with. Yeah. And that's fine. I have younger siblings, so most of my brother is younger than me, and my sister is younger than me as well. Your brother's 24? Yeah, my sister is 39. So she'll be 40 next year. And my brother's 36. So they're both younger. And I'm the eldest of them. Of all of them. I said my brother is no. You have one older sibling. How old's your sibling? Oh, I'll take that as a compliment, Heart. But no, I was 28, like 15 something years ago. Oh, your siblings are 11 and 14? Oh, wait. I'm lost. I'm lost now. Who's 11 and 14? Because I'm just confused. What? But no, I'll be 42 next year. But I've always looked young, so it's like a godsend, I guess, like I'll take it as a compliment. Oh, okay, you 11 and sis 14, gotcha. That makes more sense. Let me plug this in. There we go. We have light. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. It's just that so I can put stuff away and I don't have to worry about faffing around the table. Oh no, you're fine. You don't have to be sorry. I get it all the time. I mean, I haven't gotten like 28, I think, was the eldest that I have said that I look. Someone thought I looked 21 at one point, which I thought was hilarious. 3 people looking, yeah, I know, but I think 2 of them are you and you and Hart. I don't know who the other person is. Like, it's like there's now 2. And earlier, I don't know, I was live earlier, but my phone kept crashing and it kept kicking us off, so. But it's 4:26, so it's not like late. Who's so underrated? I was doing my art stuff earlier and it just literally kept kicking us off. It's like, oh, why the YouTube doesn't like art stuff now? thought it was funny. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm glad that you popped in and you subscribed. So, that's all I care about. If I can get the subscriptions and I can get people liking watching my live, then, I don't mind. The more people that I can get to support and, and watch the live stream, the better. See, these ones, these ones are the ones that I was using earlier, but I couldn't be bothered to actually take them out because I'm trying to find stuff now that I can do. I have these tumblers. You know what a tumbler is, right? Like a drink thing. Not a beaker, but like the double-walled things that you can put like glitter and stuff in, like when you make like a snow globe. And you shake them up and then it sort of like moves. So I've got like 6 of those that I need to make into snow globes. And then I have to, I've got like stickers I can put on the actual cups with like honey bees and like things like that, and fake what is it, ice on the top. Yeah, like bees, like thingy bees, bumblebees, whatever. I don't know what you want to call them. Yeah, honeybees. But they're like resin little things I can actually put on the lid of the cup where you put the straw. So it can be like on the side with like a little honey jar and stuff like that. And then I'll have a sticker that goes around the side that I'll just peel off, and inside will be like gold and yellow or gold and black or whatever it is. So when you turn it upside down, it sort of like moves. But I have to figure out when I can do that because I have to get stuff for it. And that's the only thing that costs money. And when you get older, you have to sort of like worry about money more than you do when you're young, because obviously you have your parents that pay for all of your stuff. Oh no worries. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. So I can tie that up. But yeah, when you're young, you have your parents to to look after you and to pay for stuff and everything. When you get older, you have to rely on yourself. Thank you. And, so you have to rely on yourself, and it kind of makes it harder than when you're young. Because if you need something, like, oh, you get given it or you get bought it or whatever. If you need school stuff, you get given it, you get bought it. When you get to 18, 19, when you actually have to work and you have to earn your own money to be able to buy the things that you want, then it becomes like you'll have to start thinking, oh, well, I can't have that because I can't afford it. And it's called adulting. And it's sometimes hard for a lot of people, even for the adults now, to be like, oh, we don't have enough money to buy this or to buy that. Like most of the time I'm literally like, I do all my craft stuff that I'm trying to sell. So I will still sell. I've got pop sockets with stitch on them. I've got like earrings. I've got like key rings and stuff with little pieces of cheese. And like, I'm literally just trying to sell as much as I can to make money so that I can live my own life, because I have a spinal injury as well. So it's like I have to work from home and I can't just work a normal job, and doing stuff that I enjoy, which is art, because I love doing art and everything. I don't physically have one right now. I'm going to, like, hopefully if I can make like a Google page, then I make an actual website, then I can, I can go on there. The only other, I have what you call is a print on demand, where I'll draw all my designs. I'll draw designs and then I post them onto that website, and then people can buy, say for example, I did a pickle on a horse with like a hat or something silly, and then it had like a funny phrase or whatever. If someone said I want that on a t-shirt, I could post it onto the web shop. Then people can go onto the web shop and go, oh, I like that t-shirt, pick whatever color, the size and everything, and say that's 20 euros, right? Say that's 20 euros. So they would then pay 20 euros. And then the company would take 15 to print that picture onto that t-shirt and then ship it to that customer, and I make 5. So I make commission, but I can't take anything out until I make 20. So technically I need a lot of people to buy stuff from that website, that web shop. And because I wasn't getting enough traffic, I started doing what I'm doing, you know, like the tumbler and all that kind of stuff. I've made backpacks, I've made shoes. One of my friends is buying a pair of stiletto shoes that I literally covered in rhinestones and glitter and all this kind of stuff, and she's buying that for 180 euros. But I have to send it to Spain because she lives in Spain, so I have to ship it to her, but I'm still earning from the things that I'm making. Yeah, no, that's fine. You're following me anyway, so you know that's enough support for right now. And then, you know, later on, when I have a website, I'll put the website up, and I'll probably put it in my bio anyway when I have a website, so you'll be able to see it. I'll just be able to let you know that it's in the bio. But for right now, you know, all I care about is the follows and the subscriptions on here, and you know, just people come into my live stream. Have I watched Stranger Things? Yes, I have. I didn't watch the second one though. I only watched like partially of the first one, and then I didn't get to see the second one. So it was all right. It wasn't like something that I will like constantly watch, but it was all right. No, it's fine. I like scary stuff anyway, but it's not something that I would constantly like watch, if that makes any sense. I like horror movies and like freaky stuff. You loved it? Oh, that's good. You're so excited for season 5. To be honest, I probably have to watch the whole thing again in order to understand what's going on, because I haven't got a clue. So if I watched it again, then I might be like, okay. But I was watching, I think I've been watching Lost. There's a program, there's a series called Lost. I don't know if you watched that. It's kind of like zombies and things like that. I mean, I don't know if you're into that or if you're allowed to watch that, but it's like they come out at night, like the witching hour kind of thing, you know. So they'll come out of the graves and they'll come out at night. It's on, I think it's on Netflix, but it was on, well, I don't know what like abonnement thing you have for your TV, but we have Telenet, and it's on our Telenet thing. I'm not sure what channel it's on, but we pre-recorded it. So there's like loads of different, you have to watch it from the beginning though, because you won't have a clue what's going on. But if you just write in Lost, even if you write it in Google or something like that, maybe you'll be able to find out what platform it's on that you can watch it, because I don't know what platforms you watch stuff on, whether you have like Amazon Prime or if you watch on Netflix or, you know, YouTube or whatever. I don't know if they have full, it's not on Netflix? No, let me have a look. Wait a second. Google, hold on. Where is my Google? That does not help. There we go. No, I think it's a recent one. I don't think it's from 2004. No, wait. Wait a second. Is that the same one? No, it's not that one. Okay, wait a second. It might, yeah, it might be. The TV, it's a TV series. But it's not that one, wait. Cut of cast of Lost season 1. No. I'm trying to find it so I can. Oh no, no worries. That's fine. I'm sure I'll catch you another time. Hopefully, good luck with your presentation. All right, no worries. Good luck with your presentation. I'll see you again soon. You too, darling. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. Let me check something. Gotta check something. 1 second.